This weekend, my family and my parents got to go to Abilene to visit my in-laws. It was an amazing weekend, and while we were there, we got to go to the Dixie Pig. If you don't know what the Dixie Pig is, it's a pig stand, which is basically a vintage restaurant style that specializes in greasy spoon food, breakfast food specifically, heavy on fats and starches and all sorts of delicious things that are terrible for you. And, it's not great food, but it's an experience. And I wanted to go. I hadn't been there in about 10 years. And so we went. And because of James's food allergies, he wasn't really able to eat anything there. He did have some bacon, but everything else that he ate, we had taken for him. But one thing that I hadn't thought to bring was some einkorn biscuits. I knew that several of the other people at our table would be having biscuits, but I just didn't think about it. And while James normally handles his food allergies very, very well, this time was a little bit different. Seeing his grandparents eat things that he couldn't eat made him a little sad. And so he came over at the end of the meal and he whispered in my ear, "Mommy, when we get home, will you please make me some einkorn biscuits?" And I said, "Absolutely." So we got back to my in-laws' house, and they have done a really amazing job of keeping all of the specialty ingredients on hand that James requires to make food from scratch. And so I was able to get einkorn and grass-fed butter and organic maple syrup and everything that I needed right out of their cabinets to whip this recipe up. It's super simple. It doesn't require any rolling. It's one bowl and you're done. It's maybe 18 minutes from start to finish, like ready to eat. And it's a really great recipe. While this recipe that I'm showing you here is just the regular einkorn biscuits, you can also make them cheddar, or you can make them sweet by adding cranberries and nuts, cinnamon, anything like that, extra maple syrup, whatever you choose to do. This is an absolutely delicious recipe. One note, if you choose to use coconut oil in this recipe instead of butter, you will need to add extra flour because the coconut oil will cause these to spread a lot more than the butter will. I hope you get to make these today. I wanted to show that einkorn flour doesn't have to be difficult. It's very simple when you have a great collection of recipes that are foolproof and that you're familiar with. Einkorn is just a part of everyday life. These biscuits, you can even make them in advance, the dough, and freeze them and just make them right out of the freezer. So they are just a great addition to your daily einkorn life. I hope that you enjoy this video and that someone in your life who is sensitive to gluten or just needs a specialty diet will enjoy them. And I hope this makes it a lot less intimidating to start catering to those needs.